Jerusalem, Jerusalem that killed the prophets and stones those who are sent to you. How many times have I wanted to gather your children together, as a bird gathers her chicks under her wings, and you did not want to. Today it is Zion. And there arose an upper city here. Where do you order the Passover to be prepared for you? And they cooked it in one of the houses where the last meal of Christ with disciples took place. I have been very eager to eat this Passover meal with you before my suffering begins. And during the Passover meal, the most important event took place, the sacrament of the Eucharist, at the highest form of the reunion of man with God. Do this in remembrance of me, the great sacrament of the New Testament. The Eucharist replaced the Old Testament Passover sacrifice. And today the roosters sang, not letting you forget. Before the rooster crows twice, you will deny me 3 times. And in the daytime he was teaching in the temple, and at night he went out and abode in the mount that is called the Mount of Olives. And all the people came early in the morning to him in the temple for to hear him. And after the Last Supper, Christ goes with the disciples across the Kidron stream to the Mount of Olives, to a place called Gethsemane. And when they had sung an hymn, they went out into the Mount of Olives. we descended into the Kidron Valley and froze from the splendor around. Never before, in all the years of living and working in Jerusalem, have we seen such beauty here. And we could not calm down from the surging emotions. It seemed that all the colors and shades came together here. Is it possible to realize that Christ passed here more than once with his disciples, that he saw the same tombs as we do, and perhaps his heart also sang from this beauty just like ours? The Garden of Gethsemane was deserted, not a soul around. This is the first time this has happened to us. Silence and rays of the sun break through the branches of ancient olive trees. Peace and tranquility. Let this cup pass from me. Christ prayed here. How terrible was this prayer! My soul is exceeding sorrowful, even unto death, prayer to bloody sweat. From the moment on, only mental suffering and bodily anguish remained for him, until their very last breath on Golgotha. Here in Gethsemane, Christ is all alone. Stay here and watch with me. But even the disciples left him and fell asleep. Only an angel sent from heaven was nearby in the fortification. Abba, Father, all things are possible unto thee. Take away this cup from me. Nevertheless, not what I will, but what thou wilt. Behold, the hour is at hand, and the Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us be going. Behold, he is the head that did betray me. The grasses whispered about the Almighty, the foliage rustled about Him. In the stern silence of the stones the Almighty too, and the birds sang about Him. A new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another, as I have loved you, that you also love one another.